Hello and welcome to part 84. In this video, we will see how we can send parameters to a thread with type safety. If you remember in the last video, we have created a thread T1, and we were using parameterized thread start delegate to pass the data to download file method. The problem with parameterized thread start is the parameter that we can pass to it will be of object type, right? Because of this, there is no type safety. I can provide numbers. Ideally, I should be providing numbers because this is the sleep time, right? But user can go ahead and provide some invalid data also. They can provide XYZ, and in that case also there will be no compilation error. So in order to fix this issue, let's see what we can do. Let's create a new class. In this, I will move my download file method, right? And instead of taking it as a parameter, I can declare this parameter as a field within the class. So let's pass it private integer. Let's call it sleep time. Okay. And let's create a constructor of this class. Within this constructor, I will accept a string parameter that is nothing but sleep time. Okay. And what I will do, I will set this sleep time property with the value which we are getting in the constructor, right? Now we don't need to get the value in this method, right? And I can remove this parsing, correct? And I can directly use this property in my method, right? Currently we are getting a compilation error. Let's see why we are getting it. That is because our method is static, right? So to correct this, either you can create your field as static or you can create your method as non-static. So let's remove static keyword from here and make our method non-static, right? Now you can see the compilation error is gone and we have our class without any errors. Now let's understand how we can use this class to pass the data to thread, right? So let's remove this parameterized thread start delegate, right? We don't need this. And create an object of my thread task. Let's create it my thread task equal to new my thread task, and within the constructor, we need to pass the parameter which we need to pass to thread. So let's pass 5000 here. All right, and now we have the object. Now we can pass the parameter using this object. So I will use my object variable my thread task here like this, and I will pass the download file method like this. Now you can see there is no compilation error. Now I can remove this parameter here because we are already passing the parameter at this position. To prove that we have received the parameter, what I can do, I can put a console write line here like this. Okay, so now let's run the program. You can see main thread is completed and parameter received is also 5000. So we were able to pass 5000 to our thread, and after 5 seconds our program is terminated. So guys, this is how you can pass parameter with type safety. Because if I try to pass some invalid data, let's say if I try to pass some invalid data in this case, we will get the compilation error, right? And if I try to build my application, it will not build, correct? It failed. It means we have the type safety now. We can only provide integers here, else it will throw the error. Okay guys, so there is one more way with which you can pass parameters to a method, that is using the lambda expression. Currently we have created a new class and used a class field to pass the parameter, but we can use the lambda expression also. Let's suppose you have a method. So I have created a method with name long running method, and this is expecting a parameter of integer type, and it is doing nothing but printing that parameter and sleeping for 10 seconds. So I am simulating a long running task with help of this method, right? To invoke this method on a separate thread, you can remove this line of code. We don't need a new class to invoke this. And now you can use these bracket parentheses here and pass the lambda expression like this. So to pass the lambda function, you will use equal to and greater than symbol, and within this lambda expression you can invoke your thread method long running task, and within this I will pass the parameter whatever I want. I can pass 5000 and that's it. So this is the other way to pass parameter to a thread method. If I run my program now, my main thread is completed because it was not blocked, and I have printed 5000 because I have passed 5000 as the parameter, and after 10 seconds my program is terminated because I have given thread.sleep of 10 seconds. That's it for this video. In the next video we will see how we can return data from a thread. Currently the return type is void, but in the upcoming videos we will see how we can fetch data from a thread method.